Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thou, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Even if you just breezing through and just watching and get on out of here, man. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for stopping by. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there on your way in. Make sure you hit that like button for me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all y'all. I'm so grateful for the community. What's this? Day 19, y'all. No smoking. Day 19. I'm still standing on business. You feel me? Day 19. Still rolling. We're going to be at a month in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud and I'm feeling good. Well, today, you know what I'm saying? I've been off wave a little bit. Y'all know how it be sometimes when the energy be off a little bit at the crib or little things be going on, whatever. But I don't know if it was the full moon yesterday or what, but I was off a little bit, but I'm back on it. I ain't gonna trip. Dig. We got some crazy videos today, y'all. My favorite movie, man, the Titanic. One of my favorite movies. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was a big conspiracy behind the Titanic. Sinking and everything, y'all. So I came across some videos and it's crazy. So we're gonna go across all these videos, check them out and everything. Like I said, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Appreciate everybody who tapping in. Let's get it. Let's get straight into it, though.
Titanic was actually a hit. Okay.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a summary. That's just a summary of what happened and everything. But I seen that and I was like, man, what? So, you know, me, I had to do a little bit more digging and everything. Let's keep it going, though. It's crazy, y'all. Salute to everybody in the building, man. What's up to everybody, man? The fam. What's up, Josh? Angela, the boss. Cash, everybody. Buddha, TQ. What's up, fam? Easy. Everybody. What's up, B server? You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. Thank you for that. John, everybody. But it's crazy, y'all. Like I said, this is one of my favorite movies. I did not know all this was happening behind it. So it's crazy. Let's get it going. Oh, my bad.
What if there was more to the story than an iceberg and a faulty assumption that the ship was unsinkable? What if the accident was orchestrated to remove the powerful and wealthy rivals of J.P. Morgan, one of the men that owned the Titanic? If this were true, what could possibly be worth the lives of more than 1,500 people? Why would he do such a thing? Is there evidence that points to such a plot? It is important to understand everything that was happening behind the scenes and all the facts before deciding whether or not this could be true. The level of influence and wealth involved is staggering, and the more questions you ask, the stranger the facts become. So, is there more to the story about the sinking of the Titanic? Who are the players and what are the facts? J.P. Morgan, one of the most ruthless financiers of the age, was a strong proponent of the development of an organization that had yet to be built, the Federal Reserve. He believed that the Federal Reserve was not only a good idea, but a necessary one. He and his bank had to personally organize and oversee the bailouts of many smaller banks and businesses, using his leverage and clout to convince others to go along with his plans. He believed that a central bank system would ease the stress of the large banks that were at the mercy of bank runs caused by smaller banks and market forces. J.P. Morgan wanted a private version of the Federal Reserve as opposed to a government-controlled Federal Reserve, which was being proposed at the time by progressives in Washington.
J.P. Morgan was they say he was ruthless. That's what she said. He was like, man, I'm trying to control this. He was trying to monopolize the money game, y'all. Then after the play went down, after they set the play, the Titanic ship, all those people who was his competitors and everything, they gone. He took over, started the Federal Reserve, and look at us today. They still got this shit on lock. Let's keep it going.
Only professionals and expert bankers should be in charge of the central bank, not government bureaucrats, thought Morgan. He was in favor of and a vocal proponent for the private Federal Reserve option. Other wealthy and influential members of society were opposed to the development of the Federal Reserve in opposition to J.P. Morgan. 3 of these people were Jacob Astor, Benjamin Guggenheim, and Isidor Straus. Isidor Straus was co-owner of Macy's department store with his brother Nathan. Benjamin Guggenheim was a wealthy Jewish-American businessman.
Damn, Macy's started that long ago? Macy's was, damn. I didn't know they've been going that long. I know like the name had changed. I remember it used to be like Hudson's or something. It used to be a different name, you know what I'm saying? That's how old I am. You know, I'm old as hell. So some of y'all might remember too, Macy's was a different name before. Let's keep it going though. It's crazy.
Jacob Astor IV was the 4th generation of wealthy Astors who dealt in real estate, among other business concerns spanning the United States. Jacob Astor was the wealthiest person on the Titanic when it sunk and was, in relation to GDP, one of the richest men to ever live.
Damn.
These men, and many others, were opposed to the development of...
Have you heard the theory of the Titanic? And
Man, so they set the play up. They had the richest people on this ship, y'all, on the Titanic. They set it up like, yeah, we finna have all y'all come on here and everything. And then at the last minute, J.P. Morgan and the Rothschilds and all these other people, they got off before the ship took off. And coincidentally or accidentally, I don't want to say, you know what I'm saying, allegedly, whatever, the ship hit an iceberg and sunk. And J.P. Morgan controlled the Federal Reserve after that. He started it the next year and started controlling all the money and everything. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It's still more though. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it on. They was the first gangsters. That's what they was. It's crazy.
the Federal Reserve? Well, here it goes. So on the Titanic, there's some extremely wealthy passengers like J.P. Morgan, John Rockefeller, and the Rothschilds. But then you have Jacob Astor, the wealthiest man in the world at the time. He owned about 40% of all mortgages, and he was a Freemason who was very opposed to the idea of a central bank. Whereas J.P. Morgan, Rockefeller, and Rothschild strongly supported the idea of a central bank. So Jacob Astor was the only one standing in the way of a central bank at the time. Coincidentally, the morning the Titanic was supposed to set sail, J.P. Morgan, some Rothschilds, and others quietly exited the ship without any explanation. 5 days later, Titanic slams into an iceberg and it starts to sink. And even though Jacob Astor is the wealthiest man in the world, he still can't find a seat in a lifeboat, and he ends up sinking with the ship. Shortly after, these guys become the wealthiest.
And then y'all hear that? They say he was one of the wealthiest in the world. He was one of the wealthiest in the world, and he couldn't get a lifeboat. But I watched the movie. The movie was sad, y'all. Like, let's keep it going, though. Let's keep it going.
Men in the world, and without Jacob Astor standing in their way, the next year in 1913, on Jekyll Island in Georgia, the Federal Reserve Act was signed into law, paving the way to print money out of thin air and completely control our monetary system. Was this a coincidence or a conspiracy?
There's a lot of confusion online about how Titanic's name was actually applied onto its hull. Conspiracy theorists online would have you believe that Titanic's name was simply bolted onto the side of the ship, which made it really easy to swap out with its sister ship Olympic in order to commit insurance fraud. It's just not true at all. Titanic's name was actually etched into the ship's steel hull plates in letters that were 18 inches or 45 centimeters tall. Now, only the outline of the letters were actually etched into the side of the ship, and then the inside of those letters was painted in a golden yellow color. There actually wasn't a lot on Titanic that even carried the ship's name, and most heavy machinery parts were simply stamped with the Titanic's builder's number, which was 401. Today on the wreck of the Titanic, you can actually just make out the letters that spelled out the ship's name on the bow. They're barely visible, but they're definitely there.
Wednesday, April the 10th, 1912.
He might just be part of the, part of them, just to get that story out there. He said that was false. They didn't switch the boat, but switch it because they said they had an identical ship that just looked just like the Titanic. Like, come on, let's keep watching though. We got some more videos, but he might have just been capping, y'all. Y'all know how it be. They'll throw somebody out there to throw a monkey wrench into it for sure.
In brilliant sunshine, although the day was cold, the unsinkable Pride of the White Star Line left Southampton. She was commanded by Captain Smith, Commodore of the White Star Fleet, and this was to be his last appointment before retiring. A crowd had gathered on the pier to watch her leave her moorings. The Titanic was a new breed of luxury liner. The route for this maiden voyage took her to Cherbourg and Queenstown, where she took on emigrants bound for the New World. Among her passengers were many of the wealthy and influential, with, according to one calculation, combined assets of £120 million.
There was something about the Titanic. It was so very formal. It was so stiff. The atmosphere was stiff. The coziness. The kind of get-together feeling. It didn't exist.
The energy was off. Like, I don't want to say the wrong thing because I was going to say she or he or whatever. I don't know, but the energy was off, y'all. And like I said, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but whatever she's saying or he's saying or whatever, he basically saying like, man, it was stiff on the ship. Like, it wasn't feeling right. You know what I'm saying? That's because they knew what was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Always remember going up on the lift.
Appreciate that, lady.
Little boy said to me, "You know, madam, it's quite an honor. I'm only 14 years old. I'm a lift boy."
But we were sleeping 6 in a bunk. And we were treated like as if we were in a third-class restaurant as regards the food. We were not allowed to go in any part of the ship except the deck that we were allowed to go on it.
If you were rich, the decks provided a sumptuous way of life. The band played the gayest tunes and American ragtime dances, and in the splendor of the Café Parisien, the light melodies of the day. The dining rooms, staterooms, and common rooms were furnished in various periods and styles, so that English gentlemen might sit in rooms panelled and adorned like their own at home. And so that those extra good food inches could be counteracted, they even provided a splendidly equipped gymnasium. On Sunday evening, April the 14th, the night of the gala dinner, the band was playing, the millionaires were drinking at the bar, the Titanic was aglow with glittering lights. Then 3 rings on the bell gave the alarm from the crow's nest, and a shout down the telephone, "Ice ahead." The time was 11:40.
There was a very slight bump, just a little jar, nothing at all. I went in my room. There was a second light jar, nothing of consequence. But you knew something had happened, and one man said, "Look at that. That's an iceberg, and it's a whopper." Because, you know, There's 1/8 above the water and 7/8 below. And this blooming thing's all the way over the top of the ship. Thought nothing of it. We picked up the bits of ice, and most of us prayed snowballs.
Man, listen. They lie so damn much, we got to question if it even hit an iceberg. They might have just motherfucking put a little bomb at the bottom of it and blew some little part up or set it on and just started it like that. And then told the captain, yeah, bump into the iceberg, act like it did it or something. I don't know. They saying it was an insurance scam, all type of stuff. Like, damn, you go kill that many people for an insurance scam? Like, you can sleep with that, knowing that innocent lives was taken for an insurance scam? But y'all know it's deeper than that. Like they said, they're trying to start the Federal Reserve. My man was against it. Took them out. Started the Federal Reserve. Now they controlling everything to this day. All the paper. You feel me? Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going. This shit crazy. I'm gonna have to go watch the movie again.
Light of the new groundbreaking 3D scan of the Titanic, which allows viewing the ship as if all the water of the ocean had been drained, has opened a new frontier of debate on the Titanic sinking, potentially dismantling a century-old understanding of one of history's most infamous maritime tragedies. But remember that these are crazy conspiracy theories, so let's imagine for the moment that these are nothing more than fiction stories. Whether the Titanic suffered damage from riding over a submerged iceberg shelf, as Stevenson suggests, or was the victim of a larger conspiracy, the enduring mystery of its sinking continues to captivate everyone. The Titanic grazed an iceberg, causing a 120-meter breach in its double-reinforced steel hull. But it's improbable that ice could cause such damage. Upon further investigation, we encounter unknown surprises. The Titanic had a twin, the Olympique, both owned by J.P. Morgan. A separate strand of evidence hints at a more dramatic theory, a potential switch between the Titanic and its sister ship. The latter had a severe accident that left it almost unusable. However, it was not insured, and the repair was Morgan's responsibility. In a cunning move, Morgan swapped the names of the ships and decorated the damaged Olympique to look like the Titanic. During the inaugural journey, the damaged Olympique sailed disguised as the Titanic, and the insurance paid the sum of $5 million of the time. The real Titanic continued sailing under the name of the Olympique.
I was finna say, like, man, only 5 million? But I gotta think about it. Back then, you know what I'm saying? That was a long time ago. 5 million probably was about 500 million today. You feel me? Compared to today. So I don't know, but damn. Crazy. Let's keep it going. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all.
Until 1935. But the surprises do not end here. A ship, the SS California, loaded with blankets and jerseys, set sail 5 days before the Titanic and anchored at the disaster point. It's odd that the experienced Captain Smith deviated from his course and that the lookout had no binoculars. It's strange that the radio stopped working hours before and that white flares were launched instead of red ones. And it's even more strange that J.P. Morgan and 50 of his friends, some of whom were in favor of the creation of the Federal Reserve, decided not to board at the last minute. Curiously,
Man. Right now, J.P. Morgan ass should be investigated for this. Everybody that's running the J.P. Morgan, all them banks and everything, y'all should get a charge for this shit. Obviously, it was a play, and they made it happen. No consequences, nothing happened. They just took over everything, started the Federal Reserve. Now they controlling all the money and everything, y'all. And I know they powerful, man. These videos are just for entertainment purposes only and everything. You get to bringing awareness to this type of stuff and everything. They get to hating on me. That shit crazy.
Many of those who opposed the creation of the Federal Reserve, including the Ashton, Guggenheim, and Strauss families, died in the disaster. This allowed supporters of the reserve, including Morgan, to create it without opposition the following year. The Titanic was found in 1985, and to everyone's surprise, there was no 120-meter breach, but multiple holes from 1 to 50 centimeters caused by internal explosions. Even more, the name Olympique.
Y'all hear that? Allegedly, internal explosions. I told y'all it probably was something else.
Was found on the propellers. There's a book, Titan, by Morgan Robertson, that narrates the Titanic incident with chilling accuracy, written 14 years before the sinking. This series of events raises serious doubts about the truth behind the Titanic. Whether the Titanic suffered damage from passing over a submerged iceberg shelf, as Stevenson suggests, or was the victim of a larger conspiracy. They say that fate is not without irony, and the dollar begins to show signs of losing its hegemony at the same speed that ships sank more than a century ago.
Listen, y'all, when I watched the Titanic years and years ago, a long time ago, when I watched it, I'm like, man, damn, it's a good ass movie. And they, you know, based on the true story and everything, Leonardo DiCaprio, man, they did a great job in that movie. I was sad and everything. But I just always thought like, damn, that was messed up. The ship hit a damn iceberg and it sunk. But now, you know what I'm saying, going down these rabbit holes and coming across these videos and everything, man, it's just crazy. It just show our history of America, man, and it just show our history in this world of how motherfuckers been crooked forever. It's always the evil ones. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be some evil ones, y'all. Like, this is a crazy story. And they still controlling stuff to this day. So I believe it definitely was a play. Come on now. One of the richest men in the world at the time, he owned 40% of all the loans and the mortgages. A couple of his boys, they got money too. They against JP Morgan, Rothschilds, and them. They like, no, man, we don't want y'all to start no motherfucking Federal Reserve. So y'all go monopolize all the money, man. I know what y'all trying to do. No, we ain't gonna do that. JP Morgan, I'm like, nah, okay. Well, you know what? I want to invite you to this party, man. Come on, Titanic, man. We gonna go sell out, man. We go drink and talk about it and have a good time. The ship about to take off. JP Morgan, all his boys get off. They set the play. They sitting somewhere like, ooh, it's over. We own it all now. To this day, still running shit. My bad, y'all. I know I'm talking a lot, but let's keep it going. That's crazy.
Full moons of the year happening in the sign of Scorpio on April 23rd, 2024. Your emotions will be incredibly heightened at this time. You'll be feeling all the feelings and facing dark parts of yourself. April's just the month that keeps on giving, isn't it? Eclipse season may be over, but now's the time you'll be dealing with all the feelings you've accumulated during it. We've experienced a lot of change, frustration, and turmoil this month, but now's your chance to face it, feel it, and let it go. The full moon is happening at 4 degrees of Scorpio, so check your birth chart on the Astrobella app to see if you have any planets or placements around there, because it will manifest the most potently for you. But everyone's going to be affected by this one. Scorpio doesn't play around, and this particular lunation is going to be making a T-square to the planet of death, rebirth, and transformation.
Listen, y'all. Listen, I didn't even know the full moon yesterday had to do something with the Scorpios and all that and everything. I didn't know. I don't be knowing all this stuff. I'm a Scorpio, y'all. My birthday, November the 4th. But look, she just said it. Remember, in the beginning of the video, I was like, man, I'm feeling kind of, you know, the energy been kind of off today, you know what I'm saying? And then I seen a boss lady say something in the Discord, like, man, give somebody you love a hug and, you know, stay up, fam, and everything out of nowhere. I was like, man, how she know I'm feeling like that today? But I guess the moon had something to do with me last night. And I ain't even know. It's crazy. Let me listen to her.
Pluto, which adds another layer of that intense scorpionic energy. The T-square is happening with the sun in Taurus opposing the moon in Scorpio, both squaring off with Pluto in Aquarius. And this formation creates a lot of tension and discomfort because Pluto wants you to face the hidden pain that's buried deep inside of you. But not so that you can suffer, but so that you can release it, to purge and do away with it for good so that you can move forward and feel lighter and more empowered for all the beautiful astrology that lies ahead. I promise it's about to get so much better if we could just stick this out. So allow yourself to experience whatever comes up right now. Fully cry, fully feel all the emotions. Dark secrets can also come to the surface right now about your relationships, about yourself, about anything you've been avoiding. But it's all okay because we're clearing it. So make sure to practice self-care and self-compassion at this time as well. And the more you're feeling, the more you're healing. We all need a good cry sometimes, as long as we fully let the energy go afterwards. Right. And you will come out stronger on the other side of this. Happy full moon.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. She just hit it on the mark. I swear I've been feeling crazy and everything, but I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna stay on wave, man. I'm gonna get back on wave, y'all. Get back to feeling good, man. I love all y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all tapping in, man. For sure. Ain't nothing but love over here in our community. We gotta spread it. Let's keep it going.
Just a full moon. This full moon lit up the sky like it was the sun.
I got Diddy's birthday.
And this is the actual full moon on April 23rd, 2024. And it was just
bright.
Very, very bright. But also, here's a star, I think. I don't know.
How many of y'all looked at the moon yesterday? I looked at the moon for a second and everything. I'm talking about it was super bright. I'm like, damn, the moon bright as hell tonight. For real.
What do you think?
So we got P. Diddy birthday. Oh my God. Man. I'm gonna say something. Hold on. That's it.
The New York Times.
Fam just said November 4th. He said that's P. Diddy birthday. I don't know. I thought Jay-Z or somebody's birthday was on the 4th or something, but Diddy birthday on the 4th too, on November the 4th. Oh my God. I don't even want to be associated with Diddy, but I mean, they say he a motherfucking super freak. He be having them freak offs and everything. That's probably why he a Scorpio. Scorpios, you know, we freaks, but I ain't that freaky though. I ain't trying to mess with no dudes, and I don't need to watch my girl get knocked off by sex workers, and I'm in the corner beating off or something like that. So yeah, he might got a little something else in him besides Scorpio. I don't know, but let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going.
Reported the average American would have to earn $300,000 a year to afford all the benefits given to illegals. Stephen Camerata with the Center for Immigration Studies has done similar research.
We've estimated that if you just look at welfare programs, excluding other types of services, you're looking at over $40 billion a year that illegal immigrants are getting.
He says all of that money comes out of our pockets.
Every dollar any city spends on housing and health care, food, and other assistance to illegal immigrants is money they don't have to spend on their own people.
The biggest expenses for illegals are public education and health care. Corey Olson, News Radio 740, KTRH.
It's as part of a $53 million program, giving the average family of four more than $1,400 per month. It's more than the allowance for some deployed troops. Fox News Digital breaking it all down, saying, quote, while an average military family is suffering from a deficit of $1,860 over a period of 9 months, a similarly sized illegal migrant family is being given nearly 7 times more. Joining us off the grid.
Man, oh my God. So you mean tell me y'all giving them $1,400-1,500 a month just off GP? We got veterans that's hurt out here, that's homeless. I be seeing veterans all the time. You know what I'm saying? That I'm like, man, what happened? Like, ain't no benefits for them. We got homeless out here, homeless people. We got people who just have them going through hard times and just can't afford rent or nothing out here, just our own citizens. And y'all gonna give $1,400-1,500? I mean, I'm just saying what she just said. They said at least 14 something a month to the illegal. I'm not understanding this. Like, Joe Biden, you need to You need to answer for this, man. Like, why are you doing this? What's the play behind this? You trying to get them votes? That's what it is. You need them to come in. Like, yeah, let them in. And then somehow they gonna be able to legally vote. Yep, they can vote. Yep. I already know what's gonna go on, y'all. This shit crazy. And I ain't like against the illegal immigrants and like that, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people probably try to leave where they from to come over here to the so-called free land and live a great life. But once you get over here and find out, you might want to go back to where you came from, man. Let's keep it going, though.
Fox and Friends weekend co-hosts Will Kane and Pete Hegseth. Good morning to you guys. Will, what do you think about this?
Morning. Good morning, Carly. I think it's incredibly shameful for us as a country. That deficit is reflecting soldiers who are on deployment versus what's given to an illegal immigrant. I'm going to let my friend here, Pete, discuss the military angle of this. But Pete, I would just say this. It's not as even though we hung out this welcome sign, vacancies across the world, but we have a sign that even says now hiring or giving out free money. There's a saying in, cards at the table, if you can't figure out what the mark is, you're the mark. We're the mark. This is embarrassing for America that we are giving out $1,500 a month. How much do they load those cards up with, by the way? Are these illegal immigrants now, targets for theft and crime? I mean, I'm sure those cards are valuable to criminals to steal. But I want to say this real quick, Pete.
Man, these criminals ain't thinking about the motherfucking cards for no illegal immigrants. They like what? That ain't even processed in the criminal's mind yet. The American criminals, they ain't even thinking about that. You just put it out in the public. Now they might start robbing illegal immigrants for their cars and stuff. But man, this shit crazy. Appreciate that, Louise Perez. Appreciate that super sticker for sure, y'all. Appreciate that. Salute to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's keep it going, y'all. My bad.
I saw the Mexican president say this will be America's problem until they send, billions to the South, to Central America and to Mexico to address the root cause problems. I mean, he basically said, I'm going to keep flooding you until you send me money. We're the mark. We're the mark politically. We're the mark locally to deal with the problems. And it's all a reflection of our leadership. The world has looked at us and gone, that's our piggy bank. We can take advantage of them. We can con them. They're the mark.
You're exactly right. You know who's not the piggy bank? Our troops, to your point. They're getting more per month on a card than a guy gets to go to Afghanistan in extra combat pay. He gets maybe $250 a month in extra combat pay to go get shot at in some bleep hole country. That's less than someone gets paid on a card to come here illegally. Add that up for a family of four, and they're doing just fine. When you get deployed, you get maybe a little bit more basic allowance for housing, maybe a little bit more basic allowance for food.
So they giving more money to the illegal immigrants monthly than they giving to our deployed troops. Our troops that's fighting right now, wherever they got to go over there and bust their gun. Y'all giving them less money than y'all giving the illegal immigrants? What? I know Trump don't like that shit. Trump don't like that. He don't like that shit.
Family, but otherwise, you know what you signed up for in the first place. By the way, you want to become legal or you want to come to this country? When I was in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, leading a platoon of men, I think it was 6 or 7 guys who were otherwise here legally, but not citizens, who we helped through the process to become citizens. They earned their way wearing camouflage, making up next to nothing to come here. You're right. We are the fools. We used to be serious about having borders, serving your country, working hard for your money. Now we're giving it away in a way that makes us look exactly like what you said, Will. We're the mark of the world.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, guys. And this crisis.
I know other countries be laughing at us, like them dumbass Americans, them dummies over there. And they black people don't even know where they come from. The other people taking just control over them, like them Americans over there are so fucking dumb. I know that's what they saying about us, y'all.
Is going to cost about $12 billion over the next 3 years in just New York alone. And I was reading that President Biden was considering executive action, but that conversation has gone away because now the White House apparently feels like there isn't enough urgency anymore when it comes to this border crisis. We'll see how that decision is reflected.
He was saying that he came across the Mexican border and they bust him here. And his family and him got an apartment. He's wearing all new clothes and he was laughing. And he was doing the money signal that they gave him money too. And now he's got a sign saying he's got 5 kids and he needs money. He's wearing all brand new clothes. Only in America, right? And American citizens can't get any help, and they're one step from being homeless themselves, maybe 1 month away. Some people less, some people are already on the streets. And what about our vets? It's really getting crazy.
We need to have a stand day. One day when we all just be like, man, fuck that. We ain't doing nothing. We ain't paying shit. We ain't paying for, man, we gotta get some changes around here, y'all. Cause that shit crazy. Like, yeah, that just made me mad. I'm like, man, how y'all giving the illegal immigrants more money than you giving our troops that's deployed, that's like active right now? Y'all paying the illegal immigrants more money than them. What about our homeless people and people that just really need help, or like older senior citizens or older veterans that got hurt a long time ago serving the country, that they ain't got no money now and y'all ain't helping them out or nothing? Like, man, this shit, man. Sometimes I be mad going down these rabbit holes, y'all. I don't even know I be doing this to myself, for real.
As a black man, when you tell me that $53 million in a prepaid credit card program, okay, that is going to be something that's going to be allocated to illegal immigrants, all I'm saying is there's a whole bunch of black people that could have used that money. There's a whole bunch of homeless people that could have used that money. There's a whole bunch of legal migrants who could use that money. There's a whole bunch of folks in the Latino community who could use that. And when you do something like that, and of course, let me not forget the veterans who served this country and served it for us. When you take that into consideration, they're going to say, wait a minute, our taxpayer dollars are going to this when there are a plethora of issues that are affecting us directly that you have ignored. We're not going to buy into that. And people are going to look in a different direction if the Democrats don't get their act together. And I kind of think that that's exactly what is on the verge of happening, which is why we've seen the momentum shifting in Trump's direction.
Yeah, put that spotlight on there, Stephen A. There you go. I like that.
Passengers are having a complete meltdown more and more at airports because flying has gotten so bad. But get this, illegal migrants are getting a free pass. My next guest exclusively captured a TSA notice at Miami International Airport. He was as stunned as you're about to be, where migrants who don't have IDs can get through security, and they can even say no to having their photo taken. You can't.
Let me try that. Man, they gonna take me in the back, strip me, probably whoop me and everything, man. If I try to go to the airport, like, man, I ain't showing y'all no ID. I'm through this motherfucker. But y'all let these illegal migrants come through. Oh my God, man.
The sign reading this: photo capture is voluntary. You may decline to have your photo taken. If you notify TSA officer, CBP 1 only verifies the information you previously provided to the CBP and will not store your information. My next guest says this is a plan to destroy America. And this is the picture you took and that we were just sharing the screen with it. Dave Rubin, the host of the Rubin Report, creator of Locals. Great to see you.
It's good to be with you, Brian. I was flying to see you in Gutfeld tonight to
in that order, please.
In that order, obviously. And the funny thing is, I don't know how long that picture has been up. I don't know how many people have walked by it. You know, you go to the airport, there's signs up everywhere about all sorts of stuff, and everyone kind of ignores everything, and the line was going slow. And I happened to look at it, and then immediately I thought, this is absolutely insane. And I was on the pre-TSA line. So somehow they're letting the migrants go through the pre-TSA line, which, by the way, they did make me take my shoes off for and take my sweatshirt off for.
They let them go through the pre-TSA line? Y'all let them walk through without taking their shoes off? Everything? No ID? I might as well go through that motherfucker and be like, man, I'm an illegal immigrant, man. I'm from somewhere else. I ain't got no ID, man. I just got over here. I'll speak some Spanish or something, like no English. No hablo English. I just got over here and y'all let me through. But I know that wouldn't happen for us. Y'all know that wouldn't happen. I ain't even finna sit here and play with y'all. Y'all know that wouldn't happen with us. Let's go.
And I'm fairly certain that to get on a plane as an American citizen, you need an ID. So nothing surprises me at this point. And yes, I do believe at this point it is a plan to destroy America. This is not unintentional at this point.
But do you think destroy America? You get a bunch of people you don't know, millions of people you don't know, and let them go anywhere they want?
Yeah, I would say in essence that would destroy America. You know, we are a nation of laws. I mean, to loosely quote Trump, you either have a country or you don't. So if you just let people in with good intentions or not, I mean, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. If you let these people in and we don't know what their beliefs are, we don't know, why is it that so many of them seem like they're about 25 to 35 men? You know, when you're fleeing a war, you're usually bringing the women and children. Where are all the pictures of Ellis Island, our ancestors that came with one bag and, you know, nothing else? We're seeing fighting age men come here, and they're giving privileges that our own citizens don't have.
And the response online has been off the charts. Here's what TSA statement was to Fox News. Quote, it is used by TSA to initiate a thorough multi-source verification process, culminating with enhanced screening at the checkpoints before an individual is allowed to a secure area of an airport. Any non-citizen who poses a threat to the public safety or national security is detained by DHS or turned over to another agency for investigation and prosecution. Any individual who poses a public security threat is not permitted by the TSA into the secure area of any airport.
I mean, that's incredible doublespeak there. Anyone who poses a threat, well, how do we know if they pose a threat? And you're telling me that those agents right there, they're gonna actually surmise whether that person is causing a threat or is potentially going to cause a threat? It's complete nonsense. Why would you leave it up to the migrant, they call them? Why would you leave it up to the migrant to decide whether they should have their picture taken or not? When I go pre-TSA, you know, you not only show them your ID, but they take a digital picture of you right there. Why are they getting, it's not even privileges exactly, why are they getting allowed out of the system while we are all being put into the system?
And you're not only outraged, Dave Rubin, so are the people that follow you. I mean, what kind of response did you get online?
Well, I had a feeling it was going to kind of take off, but it really, I mean, senators were tweeting it out, and it's obviously been covered on Fox and all the networks. But again, I don't know how many other people walk by that sign every day and just don't bother reading it. It's not like I was out there doing, you know, private investigative work. I'm just a citizen, just like you are, who was going to jump on a plane to come here and see you and Greg. And I saw that and put it up there. And I think that's also part of the problem. You know, so many things are happening at once, and every day you're seeing the flood of migrants come in, and people can't even absorb the level of craziness that we're dealing with in the country right now. So you walk by, you just see a sign, you don't bother reading it. But all I did was shine a little light on it. And that's it.
And that's it. You do have that touch.
I suppose.
Part of the reason you got that touch.
Last night I was talking to
Man. I'm mad about this one right here, y'all. It's crazy. Like, this shit just ain't right, man. It ain't right. It's not right. It's not fair. Like, whoever pulled the plug, who went on and gave the okay for this? Like, was this Jordan? Was this Sleepy Jordan that gave the okay? Like, okay, let them all over here. Like, why? I don't understand it. Then y'all letting them fly free? Like, y'all supposed to let the military, all military, active and unactive, they should be able to fly free. I seen somebody say it in the chat, and I think so too. Like, yeah, they should be able to fly free. They fighting for the country, going over to these old mysterious ass places and gotta kill motherfuckers and stay alive and do all this crazy stuff for the America agenda, which is usually some crooked. Man, but y'all, man, let me go ahead. Let me cool down.
The border agencies, once the illegals, when they cross into the country, they want that MTA, that motion to appear in court. Is that correct? Now, Mr. Lyons, could you tell me for sure, when they get this MTA, does that automatically qualify them for benefits?
Yes, it does.
So you're telling me they come into the country, they turn themselves in, and then they get the MTA, and they are qualified for benefits from the American taxpayer?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any idea how much those benefits run, or any idea? Have you heard that, Mr. Lyons?
Up to $800 a month.
$800 a month. And so I understand, too, we give them a cell phone.
Yes, we
Have
do.
y'all heard that we actually give them a cell phone? My kids would probably rather come across the border, honestly, sometimes.
Yes, sir.
So we give them a cell phone that they can jailbreak and use it however they want. My understanding. Go ahead, Lyons. I'm waiting. I want to hear what you got to say.
Well, it was just they give them that phone so that they know where they're at. But we have a 95% failure rate to appear for those motions.
So you mean they take our phones, but they don't take our phone calls? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's the worst state.
Man, that does sound like my kids. My understanding last night I was talking on the border.
Man. This shit crazy. Only in America. Only in America. Right, Tavina. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You see, over in Mexico, he just said, like, hell no. Like, he don't care what we doing over here. We letting whoever over here. But he said over there, if we try to come over there, we better have to get the paperwork right, or he gonna send our ass right on back. We can't go nowhere else. But everybody can come on over here. Come on over here to good old America, y'all. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's get to some different videos because I'm mad about that shit. But just to spread the awareness, y'all know. I mean, I don't know what to do, y'all. I don't know. Like, somebody need to be cussing all the Democrats out right now. Like, y'all okay with this shit? Let's keep it going.
This what was caught at the border.
Okay. Put your feet in. Ma'am, put your feet in so we can close the doors. Okay. You're going to close the door.
Watch this. Watch this. Definitely a spiritual war. If you're not a spiritual war, now just imagine how many made it in without being caught. Get prayed up.
What? I was just saying, like, why she got handcuffs on? I see why they put handcuffs on her ass. Damn. Man, what was that?
Loaded up, stacked up. Look at this, man. Come on, this is spirit.
Get your foot back in there. Get your foot back in there. Ma'am.
Man, she look like she possessed. She might need a motherfucking exorcist. They need to send her back. Don't let her over. Like, come on now, man. Oh my God.
The spirit said to Jesus, my name is Legion because I am many. Oh shit.
Put your feet back in there. Bro. We're gonna have to share in a different view.
She either possessed, y'all, or she got a hold of some of that bad Mexico fentanyl, or something else, something. I don't even know what's going on with that situation, but them border patrol right there, I hope they use discretion and be like, hey, we can't let her go to America, man. We go send her to the mental spot back where over here. Cause let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going.
Wow.
Why are there two moons in my camera?
Alright, does anyone else notice that twinkling light just like northeast of the moon?
That's one of the stars I just seen the other day.
About 2 o'clock.
I don't know, twinkling.
That is rather weird. Zoom out. Like it ain't moving. It's a clear sky, so I mean it's... First noticed it when I was out further here. I just like, is that a star next to the moon? But you wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Mm-hmm.
rather weird. That's at 10 zoom.
That's that motherfucking bright moon I just seen yesterday. That moon was so bright.
From here at 1.3 zoom.
And I seen some flashing stars.
More moon craziness 2024. All right. Night, folks. Stay classy.
Some of you don't like this somehow, but I am here for it. I am here for it. Finally, the downfall of Hollywood, the canceling of Hollywood. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares anymore. And if you do, you're one of the few, right? Between all the Diddy stuff coming to light, Kim being named, that whole family, the whole Kardashian-Jenner clan is just... Did you see what's happening? Kim named in the Diddy cases. If you don't know why, look it up. I already have a warning on my account. The alleged rumors on why Justin Bieber...
I'm hot too. I'm hot too. I can't say too much either. I'm hot.
Mom is suing Courtney. Look up why. I have actually a video somewhere on my page regarding that. And the downfall of Kylie Jenner. Cosmetics, brand, everything. She launched 3 new businesses. They are doing absolutely awful. Her products have always been trash. I bought them. Her lip kits, they were never anything special. They have been overcharging you guys for forever. And I am happy to see this happen. I don't wish this stuff on anyone, but I feel like this is long overdue and well deserved. Okay, we also see the absolute humiliation of J-Lo, and she did it to herself. She did it to herself. This is what happens when narcissistic people have the money to invest in their own ventures. They expose themselves. It's amazing. And honestly, some of you are not going to like this. Oh, no, you will not. But I'm going to say it. Taylor Swift, Beyonce, your besties. It's time for them to get knocked down as well. Okay? If you do some digging into these people, you will see they are not good people. They're really not. And they don't give a shit.
We already know. We already know, Maddie. We already know. You feel me? A lot of people is not good people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people is evil and everything, but it's the way of the world. We just got to stay on wave and stay in them good spirits and stay vibrating in that good frequency, you feel me? Because we know, but what we gonna do? Like the masses is following these people. Beyonce? Oh, man. I don't care what you say about Beyonce. The Beehive still go listen to Beyonce. Still go follow her. So shit crazy. It's like they in a trance. Feel me?
About you. You guys are paying thousands of dollars to pay and see them live. And then you're like not supporting your friend's small business. Like, it's crazy. We need a shift. And I see the beginning of it. I see it all over my FYP. I hope it's not just mine, but it's time. Every single one of them. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Between Cat Williams, Jaguar Wright, and, you know, many others who have been exposing these monsters for what they are for a while now. Those are just, you know, who popped up first in my head, but I know, you know, there's been people speaking out for a while. And between like the human schmathicking, I don't like saying that, but again, I have an account warning, and all the other nasty things that go on, and I want to talk about them, but I don't want to lose this account too. But look up these celebs, look up Lady Gaga, look up her relationship with Marina.
This video is just for entertainment purposes only, y'all. Viewer discretion is always advised. And what she is saying is just for entertainment. Allegedly, I don't, we don't know the truth or the facts for sure. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel her on that. We hot out here. You still out here talking though, Maddie. You still out here talking a lot. We hot. I'm on YouTube parole right now.
Abramovich. And then while you're at it, look up all of their relationships with Marina Abramovich. The spirit cooking dinners that they attend, Okay, I'm gonna stop because this video will go on forever. My point is, I'm here for the downfall of Hollywood. Cancel Hollywood, cancel all of them. And if I didn't say it already, I'm here for it. Lastly, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is my opinion. Nothing that I say should be taken at face value, right? Just my opinion, just for educational and entertainment purposes only.
Shit's getting weird. Pardon infinity.
Picture this. A liquid that's not just any liquid, but a substance designed by the brilliant minds at Harvard. A substance so advanced, it's stretching the boundaries of what we thought possible. This isn't a mere concoction, it's a programmable liquid, a revolution in technology that's here to change the way we perceive matter. Imagine a liquid that you can program to change its properties at will. A substance with tunable springiness, adjustable optical properties, and variable viscosity. A liquid that can shift between behaving like a Newtonian fluid, flowing like water, and a non-Newtonian fluid resisting flow. This liquid is a matrix of elastomer spheres, tiny orbs that range from 50 to 500 microns across. They populate the liquid and give it its extraordinary properties. This is a substance that bends at the will of technology, a testament to the leaps and strides we're making in the scientific world. This isn't a plot from a science fiction movie, but a reality we are stepping into. Welcome to the era of programmable liquids. So, what exactly is this programmable liquid?
Flubber?
Programmable liquid?
Harvard just created Flubber?
Yeah. It's like every day. It's more and more stuff we just keep on looking at, and I'll just be like, man, wow, can't be nothing else to look at tomorrow. But it's gonna be something else. It's always something, y'all. It's a crazy world we living in. Good old America, man. Good old America, y'all. That immigrant situation, man. That illegal immigrant situation, crazy. The Titanic, crazy. Conspiracy. The moon, crazy. Conspiracies. I don't even know what to say, y'all. I'm going to just, appreciate everybody who tapped in. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Appreciate all my moderators. Appreciate everybody who shot those super stickers. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody in the chat. I'm grateful for all of y'all, man. Much love. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. You feel me? It's crazy out here. We got to stay on wave, y'all. Stay vibrating in that good frequency. And just get that love out, man. Y'all give me some love. I'm going to give it back. It's your boy Thal, FamOverTV. I'll see y'all in a minute, man. Peace.
Fam over.